Welcome to my first YouTube video. That sounds so weird saying it out loud, even though I've done these in my head since I was 14. I don't know what to say about myself, so I've decided to do like a 2023 recap because so much happened this year, and I feel like if you go through the entire year with me, you will know more about me than what an intro would have told you. We will talk through my camera roll. So this is that sort of, like when you're sitting with your friends and you're like, oh, let's go through this. So you and I, like we're gonna go through my camera roll together. So when the year started out back in January, I was working for a tech company called, should I be naming the company? Okay, I was working for a tech company and I was a product manager and I was living in Islamabad. And I was also recovering from an ankle injury. So back in December 22, I tore my ankle ligament and I was supposed to be either completely on bed rest, or if I'm walking, I used to use crutches and stuff. And I was suffering from really, really bad acne. Like at that point, I had had acne for over 7 years. And so that January, my doctor and I decided I was going to go on Accutane. And February 1st, I started Accutane. So if anybody's ever been on Accutane, it starts out with a really bad purge. So worse acne than you have, you get it, and then it all cleanses out. A few days into Accutane, I find out that my cousin is getting engaged and I'm going to be at her engagement mid-purge. This is also when I got my brows laminated and my lashes lifted for the first time ever, right when I started Accutane, just to help me distract from everything I was feeling on my face. So this entire time when I was working for the company, I was also studying full-time. I was in my last year of uni, my bachelor's in psychology. I have now graduated. But yeah, so my last year, my thesis, working full-time, like all of it was just a lot. I was also in Islamabad. I was by myself, and like my injury really solidified that for me. I can't fit my injury into my schedule, so it was a lot. I was feeling really burnt out. I had too much on my plate, and I couldn't give proper time to anything. Obviously, I wanted to do well at work. I wanted to do well with my padhai, but I couldn't with either. I couldn't take care of myself. So around that time, I decided, okay, my padhai is time sensitive. I can always come back to work. And so I decided to resign around March. The first week of March, my best friend got married and it was amazing. Like I think I was at her house for a week. And so all of the at-home events and the dholkis and like the preparing, like setting up, making all the baskets and what. And then I went back to Abu Dhabi and my other best friend from Karachi came to visit. We went to Wireless together. My brother went with us and my friend, she visited for 4 or 5 days. So that was really nice. She was with me and my family in Abu Dhabi, and my family, like we all love her, like she's part of the family. So that was really, really nice. This was also my last month at work. And so I was wrapping that up. I had a really sweet little online farewell from my work colleagues. And then Ramadan came. Ramadan is literally my most favorite time of the year. I have this really small venture where every Ramadan I launch a journal. I've done it from 2021, and so I launched the 2023 journals as well. This is also the Ramadan Jidhar Meri Baat Pakti Hui, which didn't really sink in until I think Eid, when I got Eidi from my in-laws, and I was like, okay, wow, like I'm an engaged girl. Our families decided that we were gonna get married in December 2023, right? But December is later. We're in April right now. And so there was Eid. I spent it at home with my family in Abu Dhabi. My cousin, the one who got engaged right between my Accutane purge, was set to get married in July and in Karachi. And so I flew back in June just so I could be there and help out with all the tayariya and just be there for like that pre-shadi excitement, and just did a lot of shadi shopping for myself also, because I didn't plan to come back to Pakistan up until December, like my shadi time. So anything that I could get done, I got done with the help of my cousins, my friends, my mommy. Her shadi was absolutely beautiful. It was so nice having all of the family together, just with just one big sleepover. It was wonderful. This is actually something that hit me a couple of weeks ago, that 2023, like I got married, my cousin got married, and my best friend got married. And I was thinking, oh, you know, like years down, I'm gonna be like, हाँ उस साल इतनी शादियां हुई थी, and you know, like this is something that I'm going to say, like eventually, like oh yeah, all three of us got married that year, but eventually nahi, like मैं अभी बोल रही हूँ ये बात. So that's nice. I manifested saying this statement. After her shadi in Karachi, me and my brother, we went to Islamabad to spend time with our mom. We were there, and then this is when Ali and I, my brother, decided to take a trip to Kumrat. It was amazing. It was the best. I'm so glad I got to have that one-on-one bonding time with Ali. We were only there for 3 days, but it was beautiful. It was exactly the sort of trip I wanted. There was no internet, there was no data. Like we had to, like one person had data on her phone, और वो जाके bridge पे खड़ी होती थी, हम सब उससे connect करते थे, and then we'd just check in with our families once or twice a day. But other than that, like वो completely disconnected type का था. बहुत अच्छा रहा, बहुत मजा आया. And then both of us came back to Abu Dhabi because he had to start school. The entire time from then, August being back in Abu Dhabi to December when I left for my shadi, was just maximizing family time together. And I'm so glad I got to do that. I was just finishing up my degree sath. I submitted my thesis in November, and then I was done. It was a lot of mindful, at least for me, like I was mindfully spending a lot of time with my siblings. And I'm really glad that I got to do that, because I miss them so much. Like, and we celebrated my birthday together, my dad's birthday together, my sister's birthday together. Also, there was a lot of like shadi shopping going on every single month. At the beginning of December, we decided, so I got married December 30th. And then, so we decided that I'll go to Karachi December 1st. So just any of the last minute kaam, I could go back and do it myself in Karachi. So I would have that time there, because I hadn't been back since July. So I left the 1st of December, and that was like, felt like a mini rukhsati, because I was leaving home and then I would come back when I was married. So that was like a really emotional couple of days leading up to like me actually going to the airport. And then I came to Karachi. So one of my best friends had a baby in the summer, and seeing that baby was one of the top things on my agenda. Like सारे शादी के काम एक तरफ, I needed to meet that baby. And so I think that is one of the first things I did when I came to Karachi. I knew, and I was right, that the second half of December would get really crazy. And so I tried to get all of the non-shadi kaam done in the first half. So I did like shoots for KEF, which is a hijab company that I work for. I did all the product photography and what was needed for my Ramadan journal for 2024. December 16th, people started coming in. Most of my family lives abroad. And so everybody was coming to Karachi for my shadi, and it was just one of the best feelings ever, you know, to think that somebody actually like took time out of their lives to make that whole trip and be there just so they could be at my shadi. I think that's also one of the reasons, like I think I didn't cry a lot at my rukhsati, but one of the reasons for that was that when I looked around, I saw all these people, like my family that, you know, that I love and adore, and they were all just there for me. And that feeling was so beautiful that मैं इतना नहीं रोई जितना शायद मुझे लग रहा था कि मैं रोऊंगी. Realizing, I just went on a little ramble there, but I think mid-December, my fiance at the time, husband now, also came to Karachi, but we weren't seeing each other. We decided we weren't going to see each other up until we got married. Like that was like everything, like video calls, pictures, like nothing. Like we just weren't going to see each other. I think I'm gonna do like a more detailed talk through vlog sort of video for the actual events. Like this is the summary, like that's what happened in the last week of December. December 31st was my walima, and yeah, that was the entire year. I feel like there's something I'm missing. मुझे लगता है मैं कोई बीच में पूरा महीना या कोई बहुत important चीजें बस खा गई हूँ. Right, I'm supposed to have some sort of an outro also, so like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm gonna try and film every week. QK, why not? But it would motivate me, it would help me if you commented, engaged, or tell me like, oh, ye acha tha, ye acha nahi tha. Actually, no, don't give me any criticism right now. Like, I don't think I'll be able to handle it right now. Okay, bye.